Welcome to Meeting Tanares Adventures, a Learn to Play video series. These videos are intended to showcase and learn the basics of Tanares Adventures campaign game mode in short and easy to learn bites. I will be covering the major mechanics of Tanares Adventures, but more specific rules may not be covered in this series. Each video will cover a new mechanic of the game. The last video of this Learn to Play series will culminate all the mechanics into a live stream session where we will go through the entire campaign cycle. Viewers will be able to ask Dragori questions they have about the rules or design decisions that were made. We hope you enjoy Meeting Tanares Adventures video series. Be sure to leave your comments down below and of course, like and subscribe. Thanks. Heroes. To start, if you're an experienced player, ignore all the PvE rules of Arena the Contest, as Tanares Adventures is a much different game than what you played previously. If you're a new player to the board games, I suggest you watch my video called The Basics of Arena in 10 minutes, as most of these rules will still apply to Tanares Adventures. In this video, we will focus on the hero-related cards, hero card, primary attack cards, special attack cards, item cards, card cycling, and the skill trees and mana cubes will be taught in the next video. Starting with the hero card. The hero card is a new addition to Tanares Adventures. It replaces the hero pad that is no longer used in the PvE mode of the game. You'll notice that it says the class of the character, the Bruiser, and Circle of Retribution, which is the passive for this character and is unique to this character, Anariel the Sword Mage. You'll notice she has a trigger that will trigger the effect below and produce that effect once the trigger is accomplished. The last item below you'll notice is the off-combat ability effects that will be used in the city phase of the game. Item cards. At the top you will see the name and illustration of the item. An item has an active power. If your item is face up, you can use the item's active power. The effect can happen in addition to your attack and passive powers, and you can choose the order of when each of these effects happen. After the active power has been used, you must flip the item card. An item card also has passive bonuses for your hero, and these passive bonuses apply regardless if your active power is available to use or not. Items can vary in item level, from starter to level 1, 2, and 3, which will be purchasable from your city structures. Purchasable items have a resource cost shown on the card. You will gather these resources from quests and during the city phase. Item type. There are 4 types of items: melee weapons, ranged weapons, heavy armor, and light armor. The card comes with colors and symbols of the combat roles that can equip the item. Attack cards. Attacks, like in Arena the Contest, are made up of primary attacks with gray borders and special attacks with gold borders. In Tanares Adventures, the special token is no longer used and heroes can make special attacks at any time. Specials are still spent once per quest. Tanares Adventures opens up the ability to use 2 special attacks and 4 primary attacks. You will still have your original attack cards that are considered level 0 attack cards. You will also receive unique class-based primary attacks that can be level 1, 2, or 3. Throughout the campaign, you will be able to level up your city structures that allows you to unlock level 2 and level 3 attacks. The level of the attack cards is sometimes considered in the effects. An example would be discard an attack, then heal 4 per level of the attack discarded. At the beginning of the game, you'll be able to equip 2 level 1 cards. The level of attack cards you can use in your hand will be determined by your city structures. The set of attack cards not chosen is called the sideboard. They will not be used until you start your next quest, at which point you can freely change your attack cards. Card cycling. In Tanares Adventures, you'll have to be strategic about when and which abilities you use, as once a primary attack is used, is discarded. Once discarded, this ability cannot be used again until a card cycle is complete. If the attack applies a temporary effect, track it with the card as usual. Flip the card to the discarded side only after this effect ends or expires. At the start of your next turn, if all 4 of your primary attack cards have been discarded, recover all 4 of your primary attack cards. This completes the cycle. Once the cycle is completed, you may recover one of your item cards to become active, and all your permanent effects you applied expire. Yes, permanent effects no longer last the duration of an entire quest. Special attacks are not part of the card cycling and will never flip back once they have been spent.